and this is Mike Trout to be on the right. Just wanted to point out a couple of things. First, look right here at the height of his hands. Notice this is what we were talking about. Let me take you through to yours, okay? You're doing better. Your hands are in a better spot. You could bring them up just a little bit if you wanted to. If not, that's totally fine. Because they're not too bad. Your stance looks really good, although this foot right here is pointing out a little bit. You want that to be pointing a little bit more straight. I think your dad mentioned in the email that he had that turned in just a little bit, and that is a good idea, John, to turn that in. Because that helps preset this knee to begin its rotation. If you look at Trout over here, I didn't exactly see, but I'm guessing he's close enough here. But if you watch this knee as he begins his swing, let me take you through that. That knee comes in as it's supposed to. Okay. Now, over here on Brigs, it'll happen a little bit later because you can't get that knee down over here. You can't get that knee to move until you've got your stride down. Okay, so let's have a look at that over here. So there's your stride, and your knee begins its rotation. That will naturally help his hips to open as long as this foot can rotate a little bit. Okay, now let me take you all the way to contact. Let's take you back here a little bit further. Okay, so Briggs is in a really good position. If you look at Trout over here, you'll see that nice straight line through his foot, all the way through his chest onto his spine. Briggs is in almost the identical position. I would say that's perfect. Weight back, well, I should say it's centered, but he's got his weight here. The only difference, his weight's being balanced on that front foot, or it should be. The only difference, if you watch Trout, you'll notice that his back foot here is off the ground and is now turned, which means his hips, if you can tell, are open and facing where the ball came from. But on Briggs, they're not. All you need to simply do is turn that foot up a little bit more. And if you watch a lot of the hitters, you got Trout and Harper, seem to be the ones the kids watch a lot. This toe will be slightly off the ground, which means their weight is being absorbed by this foot right here. Okay. Now, you don't have to get into too many details of that to get a kid to do that, other than to just simply say, first turn this foot up so that when you swing, this comes around, your foot comes around the same way Mike's does over here. So let me take you back on Mike's. And as you watch his swing, all he's simply doing is rotating that knee down and his hips come, and then he's transferring the weight from this foot right here. This foot doesn't have the weight anymore. It's starting to move everything onto this foot. Okay, so let's follow that through. He's off the ground with his foot right here. Okay, he's off the ground, weight's transferred, and then he puts all of that energy into contact. Alright, so let's go back here and watch Briggs now. Okay, now this particular stride of Briggs, let me take you back so you can, let's see, is it gonna, looks like the video I didn't get that full stride. Okay, of Trout's. But Briggs' stride is a little bit long. He wants to just pick it up. Now I'm sure he had to be long to be able to get his foot and his heel past the bat here, which is okay for this training purpose, for him trying to get the idea of the stride. You just don't want to be too long. If you notice how he reaches out and he locks out his knee right here in order to reach that. So I would probably ideally put his foot landing right around here on the toe, the big toe, just like he has. But then the heel, when it plants, is going to be landing right around here. Now that's hard to do because you got a bat, and that's fine. just maybe bring that bat in maybe more and have it be right about here. Okay. The other thing you could do is just lay a twig down. That's what I do a lot with kids. But other than that, your hill plants down. This hill right here plants down like it's supposed to. He gets coming through, head steady, and I'm watching that. You want the head to be straight and balanced. Okay. Take him through the swing, and that's good steady position. So I'd say you're pretty close to being there. If you watch Trout, he likes to move a little bit on his stride, but when the heel is planted and ready for that swing, that head stays pretty well intact with the rest of the body and does not move. And that's what you're looking for. Okay? So very good.